This is my toast to Hollywood glam in the heart of New York City. Every time I throw a dinner party here, I feel like I should take a bow.
I'm Sara Gore and welcome to Open House NYC. Eye-catching design this week in Midtown, Nolita, the Big Easy, and more. And I am bringing it all to you from this duplex penthouse right here in Tribeca. Located atop a landmarked cast iron building, this home has been completely reimagined for today's luxury living. This dramatic, over 5,000 square foot, 4-bedroom home is most definitely designed for open air enjoyment, day or night. Let's start things off in New Orleans with a riddle. What do Fruitvale Station, Black Panther, Creed, and now Open House have in common? Academy Award-winning production designer Hannah Beachler. Her reimagined Creole cottage in the Irish Channel section of the city is a very personal nod to Hannah's Afro-Futurist aesthetic, while paying homage to the history and the gracious splendor of the Big Easy. The result, in our opinion, is award-winning. Enjoy.
We live in a place where we're in service to the future. And I think good design that has foresight is taking us closer to that future. Hi, I'm production designer Hannah Beachler. Welcome to my home in New Orleans, Louisiana. So this house is 103 years old. It's a Creole cottage built in 1920. I painted the house black in 2020. I was thinking about the future and hopeful future, so I named my house Daydream Black. But inside it's completely different. Come follow me. I would say I'm a very loud voice in the realm of Afrofuturism. To me, Afrofuturism is about telling stories, and it's about retelling stories and reimagining how those stories and how our history is told, and that is exactly what my home is. I think that's what my design aesthetic is. When you get to my house and you come through the front door, you walk into a hallway foyer. You have Sheila Bridges fabric on the drapes called Harlem Toile. Is sort of reimagining what the past is, which in itself is Afrofuturism. And then you come into the hallway, and it's a center hall, which is something traditional to a Creole cottage. You start to see more color blocking, more pop feeling. But what I also love to do is bring my life into that. So you'll see the African masks on the wall, which I got from the film Miles Ahead. Not only is this hallway a progression of my career and my life, it is also a progression into my home. So come with me. This area of my home is what I refer to as the great room. I like things that are cinematic, that are colorful, but I also love texture. I love pattern. I found my couch, which was sort of this white and gray, my boucle. Also on my couch that I love so much, you will often find the queen of the castle, Miss Maxine, my favorite dog. My 2 chairs, my black and white chairs, are called royal beaded chairs. They're handmade and they're absolutely comfortable and absolutely beautiful. And you see the Dogon doors from Mali. I love the texture of the wood, that's a.k.a. wood. And the people that are whittled in it are our ancestors that guard us. And you'll see the serpent and the crocodile in it. Birds are also protective species. They watch over us, they listen to us, they gossip about us. So I wanted to have my little birds around, and I love my books. I think one thing I know I'm known for is research. You know, often hear about the Wakandan Bible, which is a research document of 500 pages that I put together for the first Black Panther, and then books that I make on film. So you'll see Miles Ahead and Creed. And then of course, there is an Oscar in my Mastercraft curio cabinet that I won for Black Panther in 2019. I was the first African-American man or woman to be nominated for and win in my category of production design. And I wanted to always be reminded about that milestone. he's doing the Wakanda forever. I was like, well, perfect to win for that, and the Oscar is doing the gesture, right? Creole cottages normally and traditionally did not have dining rooms. I divided the space using my lovely white credenza and created this little enclave here where I can entertain. And it really wants to be a place that's comfortable, but I also wanted something to feel a little elegant, but whimsical. So I have these beautiful chairs. I wanted to bring in the more saturated colors. And then of course my a.k.a. Kaiser vases. And I think I thrive in a place that has variety. My chandelier from South Africa, my beaded chandelier, again, bringing in a different texture that sort of juxtaposes against the Victorian state of the chairs and the dining room table. I don't think anything's cooking in the kitchen, but let's head that way. No matter how big the party is or how spread it is out, everyone ends up in the kitchen. And I wanted it to feel modern and chic and comfortable. I think the biggest thing in my kitchen is this beautiful mural by Annie Moran. And the mural is really about a mix of New Orleans and a mix of Nigeria, bringing a green moment, bringing a nature moment that mixes sort of the diaspora, two cultures, bringing them back together. Nature is nurture. Also in my kitchen are my shelves made out of sinker cypress. I took the live edges off, so it's very sleek and it's very square. There's a sense of modernity to something very, very old. And then in front of that, you have something from the industrial age, my iron and glass barn doors on their rail. It's a very mechanical feeling, maybe a little bit of steampunk, which to me would be the whimsy in the room. And I wanted to have a piece in my home that felt very modern. So you have the waterfall sides and the very clean line to it. Now let me show you what I did in my bedroom. When you come into my room, I have my Maasai warrior, and that is from Miles Ahead. And I wanted to have him by my door to always protect me. I covered my ceilings in light, disguising the fact that there's a center, thereby allowing me to sort of put my bed wherever I wanted, which was centered on the fireplace. One thing about my room that you probably notice and stands out, and again, very intentional, is my bedding. It is beautiful, sort of a take on a toile in a sense, where we have a scene on it of birds and nature, and then all of the panel molding. I really wanted to go with something, again, steeped in nature. And I wanted to do something a little bit different by putting the stencils on the sides of the fireplace, sort of accentuate this very bold black moment that kind of reflects back to the outside of my house. And lastly, my beautiful walk-in closet. When I watched Sex and the City and Carrie was talking about her closet, I remember watching that and saying to myself, one day I will have my dream closet. It's definitely a little bit of an indulgence and a little bit of a young girl's dream to have a place to put all her Louboutins. My house, like my career and Afrofuturism, are ever-changing and ever-evolving. Thank you for coming and taking this tour with me.
Thanks for the tour, Hannah, and we are definitely looking forward to seeing more of your work come to life on screen. Coming up, we take a look inside the whimsical and vibrant Midtown home of philanthropist and cult film star, Lisa Rowland. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're with cult film star, philanthropist, and author Lisa Rowland. See how she brought whimsy, humor, and impeccable style to her apartment high above Midtown. Not too shabby for a Newcomb High alum. If you know, you know. If you don't, this is a one-of-a-kind place. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Lisa Rowland, and I'm an actress, an animal activist, and an author. I live in Midtown Manhattan, and I'd like to welcome you to my New York City apartment. I wanted everything to be a reflection of who I am and what I love. and I can't wait to show it to you. So come on in. I wanted my entranceway to make an impression. I had these gorgeous doors custom designed, and I love the motif that I chose because it matches some other things that I love in the house, and I'll show them to you in a few minutes. And I put this lovely mirror up because I just think it makes the place look larger. I love my black and white marble floors, and my friend here guards my palace. You can go anywhere from here, but I'm going to take you to my main entertainment area. This is where I live. Lounge, dine, and drink. This is my toast to Hollywood glam in the heart of New York City. Not only do I love glam, I also love comfort. And that's what my living space is all about. And that's why I surrounded myself with things that I love, including these needlepoint pillows by my mother. I really wanted a fireplace, so I talked to my architect, and we came up with this fabulous stone fireplace that is the focal point of the whole living area. But if you want to be a little less focused, step into my bar. Here you have everything you could ever need: a wine cooler, liquor, and you'll always have someone to drink with. For the lounge, I really wanted to take advantage of this corner view. I wanted to keep it bright and airy in here, and that's why I chose this light-colored curved sofa. I also put in a mirrored console. The motif on it actually inspired the doors in my entryway. And for a little touch of royalty, I did invite the Queen. And because I wanted this space to work with the other areas, I put in these luxurious swivel chairs. When I throw a dinner party, I want everyone to feel like a star. So I chose this sleek Armani table and these gorgeous velvet Jonathan Adler chairs. I installed this magnificent chandelier. And not only does it look good, it makes you look good too. And these antiqued mirrors add depth to the space. And every time I throw a dinner party here, I feel like I should take a bow. Welcome to my bedroom, which is generally something I only say to a few good friends. To contrast with the florals, I chose this geometric carpet. For the bed itself, I wanted it to feel like it was actually embracing me, so I chose this high headboard and this quilted fabric. I find this room so relaxing and inspiring. It's actually where I wrote most of my most recent book. Behind me is a mirror dresser that has the same motif as the entryway and the lounge. I've got one more fabulous space to show you. Welcome to my little slice of heaven. My closet is actually my favorite room in the house. You will see gold accents, a fabulous city view, and of course, you'll see yourself. And let's be honest, what's more glamorous than a dressing room? I believe great design comes from doing what you love, having fun with it, and a little glam doesn't hurt either. Thank you so much for coming to my home. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look.
Coming up in just a few, we are in Chelsea for a look at this ultra-modern beauty with Hudson River views. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're in this modern beauty in West Chelsea. Everywhere you turn, this over 4,200 square foot home is filled with natural light that accents the chic decor and architectural details. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Callie Sarkish of Compass, and I'm here today to welcome you to apartment 14A at 551 West 21st Street in Chelsea. The first thing you see when you step off the elevator is the stunning views to the west and the south, framing the Statue of Liberty. Day and night, any weather conditions, you walk in and you stop in your tracks. Once the excitement from the views has settled, you'll walk through this beautiful central gallery from which all the rooms of the home emanate. This home spreads nearly 4,300 square feet, has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a powder room. Follow me. The centerpiece of this spectacular home is this great room, nearly 70 feet long, starting at one end with this exquisite kitchen and ending with an intimate library at the other. Conceived and designed by the famed architecture firm Foster & Partners, this home has a ton of details, and I don't want to bore you, but I have to point out a few things. One is this deep threshold with double doors, which is a theme that continues throughout the home. We have herringbone oak floors, high ceilings, sculptural cove lighting, and my personal favorite, perimeter seating throughout. These deep window wells were actually designed to frame the outside view just like a painting. And with all of this space, this is the perfect room to invite your friends and watch the sunset. And you know what goes well with watching the sunset? A cocktail. Adjoining the dining room, this is probably one of the chicest kitchens you'll ever see. This room was created for social gatherings. Designed by Molteni of Italy, it features this stunning Blanco Macchel marble, this beautiful integrated wall of oak cabinetry. All your appliances are Gaggenau and Miele, and this room is both functional and good looking. And this breakfast nook is ridiculous. Before we move on to the private quarters, I just want to point out that this room strikes a perfect balance between classic and modern aesthetic. From custom millwork and herringbone pattern to cutting-edge windows and contemporary layout. This is perfection. The 4-bedroom suites provide panoramic views to the west, north, and east. And this is the primary suite. This suite was meant to be the perfect sanctuary. Perimeter seating, pin drop quiet, and a custom-designed wood-paneled walk-in closet. And your own private little spa. With its superb details, exceptional flow, and extraordinary views, this home is the epitome of fine living in New York. It has been my pleasure to give you this tour. I hope to see you the next time.
Don't go anywhere, because just after the break, we are with this designer at her pied-à-terre in Nolita. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Now we join interior designer Melanie Morris at her family's own chic pied-à-terre in Nolita. It's filled with warm and comfortable furnishings, organic materials, and art, and the result is a stylish downtown oasis. See for yourself.
What I love about design is working with new clients each time, because no two projects are the same. With this project, the interesting thing is I was the client. I'm Melanie of Melanie Morris Interiors. Welcome to my home in Nolita. So this is our secondary home. It had to serve a dual function to accommodate my family, which has 3 teenage sons, as well as a place for us to work. And I'm excited to show it to you. This is the main living space, consists of the kitchen, the dining area, and the living area. I love an open concept. So while my husband loves to cook and he's in the kitchen, we could all be hanging out, whether we're sitting at the dining table or sitting at the sofa, and we're all together and we feel connected. But at the same time, I wanted every space to feel unique. So I delineated the living room with this rug. This rug is actually my own design. It's a collection that I have called the Pop Collection. As you can see, we have neutral tones with the green stripe that goes through it, which is quote unquote the pop. When we found this apartment and it had these earthy vibes, especially in the kitchen, it was kind of out of my comfort zone. However, I decided to embrace it. So that's how I have this oatmeal colored sofa, this dark stone coffee table. The credenza I designed specifically for this apartment. I loved the tones of the ambrosia maple, the dark fluted wood. That inspired the Kenmare collection, which was named after the street we're on, Kenmare. For the dining room, I wanted this table to serve 2 functions. One is clearly a place that my family and friends can sit and eat, as well as an opportunity for me to work. This light, while it defines the space, It also gives off that playful sense of design because these ceramic features are each original. You can see sometimes the actual fingerprint. While all of the other rooms in this apartment have neutral tones, I wanted to add a pop of color here to create a calming vibe. We had the walls custom painted by Heidi Holzer. She had 4 people in here at one time to create the ombre glazed effect. These nightstands were custom designed by me. I really wanted to do this curved look and bring in brass. I really wanted something with history that was both soft and pretty. So I found this vintage Italian fixture from the 1960s. One of my favorite features of this apartment are the views. We have the Empire State Building out of my living room, and here we have the World Trade Center. So I positioned my bed specifically so that we could see the World Trade Center while we're lying down. My design is client-centric. I really get to know my clients so that their personality is reflected in the design. And I hope you can see my personality reflected in my home. Thank you for taking a look.
Did you enjoy this episode of Open House? If so, click the subscribe button to enjoy more tours of luxurious spaces.